Hello and welcome. I'm testing the Toliss A346 FO checklist, my new add-on, and I need testers for it. This add-on is not free. It will be free only for the testers who will help me test this. As long as this program is available, this add-on is available. So I'm going to take a short flight in the same airport.
Stream
in a
Elements
circuit,
says. Stream
in a
Elements
circuit
bot running.
to test the checklist. So let's start.
Power up checklist. Batteries 1, 2, and APU auto, checked. APU fire button, in and guarded, APU fire test. APU master switch, on. APU start switch, on, waiting for APU.
This will be just a short stream. We are going to go in a circuit in the airport to test this add-on. And as I said, I need testers. This add-on will not be free. This will be available if you
APU avail,
help me in testing
APU
it.
bleed,
This will
on.
be free for
Air
you.
conditioning. All white lights, off. X bleed rotary, auto. Cockpit lights. ND, dome, set to dim. PFD, flood lights, MCDU lights, flap position shown on EWD matches flap lever position, speed brake lever retracted. Brake accumulator pressure is under 1000 psi. Blue electric pump on, to charge the accumulator. Bahrain INTL information November. 100 Zulu weather. Wind in green band, checked. Park brake, on. Brake pressure, is 1000 psi or greater. Power up checklist completed. Cockpit preparation checklist. Bahrain INTL information November. 100 Zulu weather. Wind light and variable, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 25, dew point 19. Altimeter 2976. Arriving runway 12 left, departing runway 12 left. Advise on initial contact. Fuel pumps on. RCDR ground control, on. ADR1 on NAV, waiting for on-bat to extinguish. ADR2 on NAV, waiting for on-bat to extinguish. ADR3 on NAV, waiting for on-bat to extinguish. All ADARU mode selectors, to NAV, strobe, auto. Beacon, off. NAV and logo, System 1. Seat belts, on. No smoking, auto. Emmer exit light, arm. Probe window heat, auto. Land ELEV knob, auto. Man valve cell switch, both and guard closed. Pack flow, norm. T-tank mode push button, auto. T-tank feed switch, auto. Engine 1, 2, 3, 4, fire push buttons, check in, guarded. Engine 1, 2, 3, 4, Agent 1 and Agent 2, check off. Engine fire test push button, press and hold. Maintenance panel all lights, checked off. FADEC power will shut auto. Ventilation panel all lights, check off. Audio control panel 3, overhead PA knob, recept. CVR test button. Successful LD, green LED lights up. Annunciator light selector on test. An LT selector, bright. North rev push button, off. DMC selection knob, auto. ECAM&D transfer knob, norm. Landing gear GRVTYEXTN selector, off and guard closed. Anti-skid switch, on. Audio control panels 1 and 2, selecting VHF 1 and 2 and adjusting the volume. Switching panel all 4 knobs, check norm. Thrust levers, idle and reverser lever, stowed, down. Engine master switches, off. Engine mode selector, norm. ATC, standby. Alt RPTG, on. ATC system, 1. Power switch, checked on. Green NAV light, checked off. Cell light, checked off. COM frequencies, tune. Cockpit preparation checklist completed.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Startup preparation checklist. Integrated light and floodlight as required.
Regulations require that carry-on items are stowed prior to closing the aircraft
Loudspeaker
door.
volume set to
Your items may
80%.
be placed in an overhead compartment or completely under the seat in front of you.
Captain, please set
Use
barrel
caution when
reference to
placing
current
items in
value.
or removing them from the overhead
Flight director
compartment,
both sides
and let us
on.
know if we may assist you. In order to expedite the boarding process,
LS
please be
scales
seated
not
as
needed.
quickly as possible after stowing your carry-on items. Take a moment to
Captain,
review the
please set
safety
ND mode
instructions
and
card in
range
your
as
seat
required.
pocket.
Mode
If
to
you
arc
are
and
seated
rank
in
to
an
10
exit hole,
nm.
you may be required
Waiting
to
for
assist the crew in
IRS
an
to align.
evacuation. If you are unable or unwilling to perform the functions described on the card, just ask to be reseated. Thank you.
Heading isn't dashed. Captain, please enter the departure info in heading window is dashed, checked. Speed window is dashed, checked. V-speed is dashed, checked. Reset timers on main panel clock. Anti-skid switch, on. Switching panel all 4 knobs, check norm. Captain, please dial transponder correct code. Alt RPTG, on. ATC system, 1. Startup preparation checklist completed. Pushback preparation checklist. Beacon on EXTLT panel, on. Flight attendants, prepare doors for departure and cross-check.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Our flight is ready for departure.
All doors closed, checked. Starting engines 1 plus 2. Engine 1, on. Engine 2, on. Monitoring EGT, N3, and N1. Starting engine 3 plus 4, engine 3, on. Engine 4, on. Monitoring EGT, N3, and N1.
Hello, Anna Clara. How are you doing? Thank you for visiting.
Engine start completed.
Okay, after engine start.
After engine start checklist. Engine mode selector, to position norm. APU bleed, set to off. Ground spoilers, arm. Rud trim, to 0. Captain, please set flaps lever, to desired takeoff position.
So there's two options. You either set the flaps yourself or select here to let the FO
Flap lever to position 1.
set the flaps.
Captain, please set pitch trim to takeoff setting.
Pitch trim is 3.6 and it is set to 3.6. So check.
APU master switch, off. All slides are armed on ECAM door/oxy page. After engine start completed. Taxi start checklist. Nose wheel light to position taxi. Captain, please set parking brake to off, to continue. Parking brake set to off, chocks removed. Starting elapsed time counter on the main panel clock. MMA modes NAV and CLB, armed. Captain, please confirm transponder code. Transponder to mode XP and DR.
Flight control check, because in the setup I have
auto brake to max.
No
Set.
for it, so he
Receive
will not
cabin report.
recite it.
Cabin ready. Takeoff configuration pressed. Captain, please check takeoff memo no blue.
Takeoff memo no blue. Check.
Taxi start completed.
So okay, up here.
Before takeoff checklist. Brake temperature. Checked.
Flex, so no need or backs 1 and 2 to be off.
Cabin
The
crew seats
engine
for
mode
takeoff.
only will be an
Engine mode
ignition.
selector to position. Start IGN, set. RWY turn off, to on. Land lights, to on. Nose wheel light, to TO. Strobe, to on. XPNDR to mode TARA. WX radar system to system 1, predictive wind shear to auto, multi-scan auto. Before takeoff completed.
So take off.
Takeoff checklist. Started chrono. Takeoff.
50%.
And 150% stable.
So now we go flex.
Man flex, 71.
We release brakes and go ahead with our takeoff.
$100 knots.
Check.
V1. VR rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate. Ground spoilers disarm. Captain, please set thrust lever to CL. Thrust lever CLV, check. Nose wheel light off, RWY turn off light off. Autopilot as required. Pack 1 and 2 on, checked. Flaps retracted. Takeoff checklist completed. After takeoff checklist. Engine switch to norm. Temperature is 23 Celsius, 73 Fahrenheit, anti-ice as required. After takeoff checklist completed. Barrow Stander set. Wisbit says. 1 viewers, +1, 20 minutes and 40 seconds. Land lights
and
you off.
gentlemen, the captain has turned off the fasten
Seatbelts
seatbelts
off.
for your continued safety. Our airline requires that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times while seated.
Descent preparation checklist. Land ELEV knob, auto. Please complete and check arrivals page. Please enter desk data in per approach page. Auto brake at 2. Eyes protection as required. Descent checklist. Seatbelts on. Descent activated. I will be monitoring trans altitude, 10,000 feet, and flaps. Descent checklist completed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our descent. Please turn off all portable electronic devices and stow them until we have arrived at the gate. In preparation for landing, be certain your seat back is straight up and your seat belt is fastened. Please secure your carry-on items, stow your tray table, and pass any remaining service items and unwanted reading materials to the flight attendants. Thank you.
Approach checklist. Mode to arc and rank to 20 nm. Ground spoiler arm. Auto brake at 2, check. Approach checklist completed.
$2,500. 2000.
Bahrain INTL information Oscar. 100 Zulu weather. Wind light and variable, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 25, dew point 19. Altimeter 2976. Arriving runway 12 left, departing runway. Flaps retracted. Flaps to position 2. Landing checklist. Landing gear, down. Nose wheel to taxi. Flaps RWY turn off to on. Land lights to on. Cabin ready check. Ground spoiler arm. Captain, please check lodge memo no blue. I will be monitoring landing. Flaps full.
1,000. 500. 400. 300.
100 above.
200.
Minimum.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Retard. Retard.
10.
5.
$70 knots. 40 knots. 'Stop chrono. Landing checklist completed. After landing checklist. Flaps retracted. Nose wheel to taxi. Strobe light to auto. Land lights to off. WX radar off, XPNDR to mode STBY. APU master switch, on. APU start switch, on, waiting for APU.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety and the safety of those around you, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and keep the aisles clear until we are parked at the gate. The captain will then turn off the fasten seatbelt sign, indicating it is safe to stand. Please use caution when opening the overhead compartments and removing items, since articles may have shifted during flight.
APU avail. After landing checklist completed. Parking checklist. Flight attendants prepare doors for arrival and cross-check. Parking brake on. Anti-ice, off. APU bleed, on. External power avail. Power A and B on. All 4 engine master, off. Beacon light off. Nose wheel to off. RWY turn off to off. Seat belts, no smoking off. Elapsed time counter stop. Fuel pumps all off. Transponder to standby. Parking checklist completed. Securing the aircraft checklist. Parking brake on. Crew oxygen supply switch, off. ADIRUs 1, 2 and 3, set to off. Strobe, NAV and logo, seat belts, no smoking, off. APU bleed, set to off. APU master and external power, off. Batteries off. Securing the aircraft checklist completed.
Thank you for watching, and as I said, I need testers for this add-on, the A346 FO, the checklist for X-Plane 11 and 12. You can test it on either 11 or 12. If you'd like to test this add-on, please join my Discord server for more information about this. This add-on is the first add-on that I made that will not be free, but for those who will help me in testing this add-on, it will be free for them. Thank you very much for watching.